Looks like the protests in London in support of the Palestinians are going on for the second straight day.
Tens of thousands of people fill the streets of central London, unified in their message for peace. Demonstrations in support of Palestinians have erupted across the world, from Sydney to Rome, in a push to get leaders to act.
The government and the political parties cannot ignore indefinitely pressure from the street, especially as the situation in Gaza itself gets worse by the day. The moral pressure from the people on government, in the end, will win.
But protests like this one are now banned or restricted in some Western countries, including Germany and France.
Well, that's crazy that protesting in support of the Palestinian people is illegal in some nations. Like, what does that tell you?
This slogan can be heard at solidarity marches across the world. The chant refers to the Israeli-occupied territory of the West Bank, but has been branded anti-Semitic by the British Home Secretary.
Despite the respective governmental crackdowns across Europe, it hasn't stopped the tens of thousands of people taking to the streets. Here in central London, it's the second weekend in a row where we've seen over 100,000 people protesting.
I just don't understand. How does protesting in support of Palestinian citizens like anti-Semitic? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Can somebody explain?
Earlier this week, the US president and his British counterpart reiterated their support for Israel.
We will stand with your people, and we also want you to win.
Words that have now sparked outrage.
The very idea of winning here is really preposterous, in the sense that what are we talking about win? A win, does that mean bombing a hospital? Does a win mean killing innocent civilians? Does a win mean flattening a church? What does a win mean here?
It comes amid significantly heightened tensions in Europe, the backdrop for more policing. But community leaders call for unity.
We don't fashion our identity as Israel. Israel does not represent all Jews, and it's really important for us to express our solidarity with the Palestinian people. Everybody has to.
So is this dude like anti-Semitic because he's in support of the Palestinian people? Because I mean, does that really make any sense? It's like, why are these people's freedom of speech being punished just because they support one group of citizens?
Unite to the Palestinians.
As the conflict continues, protests across the globe are getting bigger and bigger, despite some governments' attempts to outlaw them. Shadia Edwards-Dashti, TRT World.